evening to everyone, all the SOS listeners and viewers all around the world. Welcome to Strictly Business. I'm your host, Mr. Bryan Barry, filling in for our host, Mr. Julian Rollocks. Wherever you are today, listen, tell a friend, tell a neighbor, call someone, tell them, listen, put on the radio 95.9 FM right now and listen to Strictly Business, because of course we have another informative and very, very hot topic today. But before we begin, of course, let me thank our many sponsors that we have. First, let's thank Easy Laundry and Dry Cleaning in Dutch Quarter. You know, of course, by now where you can go, get your clothes washed, get your clothes dry clean by the professionals. Now, Easy Laundry, they also do pickups and drop-offs right there in Dutch Quarter. So give them a call today at 721-580-7061. That is Easy Laundry and Dry Cleaning in Dutch Quarter. Give them a call, 721-580-7061. Also, let's thank St. Martin Harbor Holding Company. Of course, by now as well, you know where you can go and visit that lovely, beautiful place, the Walter Plant Square, where you can have lunch, you know, go hang out with some friends, get some great drinks, enjoy the beach, enjoy the atmosphere. That's the Walter Plant Square. Also, let's thank our good friends at GEBE, our water and electricity company. GEBE, we thank you so much for getting on board and supporting us. We also have the many tiki huts. Also, we have Irie Caribbean Tiki Hut right across in Colby, right across from the movies, where you can go and get a delicious daily lunch special for only $7. They have a variety of different healthy, fresh juices that you can choose from. Give them a call today at 721-522-6938. And for your convenience, they're also open late in the evening as well. So if you're looking for a late night snack, a late night meal, go and visit the Irie Caribbean Tiki Hut. Again, give them a call at 721-522-6938. We also have another Tiki Hut, Jerky's Tiki Hut, on the Illage Road, right by the Aki Supermarket. And also we have another one across by the Beach Plaza Casinos. Of course, by these Tiki Huts, you know, you can go, you get some good jerk chicken, some ribs, some nice potato salad. You know, of course, you can get a drink as well. So anytime you want a good meal, you know, whether it's in the afternoon or sometimes in the evening, go and visit one of the Tiki Huts. Also by the Tiki Hut in Illage Road and in Colby, you can get your healthy, cold coconut water, which is very, very healthy for you. All right? Also, let's thank La Dolce Vita Italian Restaurant in Port de Plaisance, Princess Casino, where you can go there with your family or with your companion and get some great Italian food, a nice dining experience. They're located conveniently right there in the casino as well if you want to do a little gambling or whatnot. So go and visit La Dolce Vita Italian Restaurant. You could also give them a call at 721-544-4311. That is La Dolce Vita Italian Restaurant in Port de Plaisance, Princess Casino. Give them a call today at 721-544-4311. We would also like to thank our good friends in town at Nagico Insurances. You know, any particular insurance that you need, whether it's for your car, for your home, whether it's for your health insurance, you can go and visit our good friends at Nagico Insurance. Nagico, we thank you for being on board with us. Also, let's thank the Video Block in French Quarter, where you know by now, if you're thinking movies, think Video Block. We have the latest releases every Thursday at the Video Block. Our opening hours are from 5:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. You get movies on DVD for a great price, so you also can get movies loaded on USB or hard drive as well at the Video Block. At the Video Block, if you're looking for video games, you're looking for PS3 games, PS4 games, Xbox One games, you know, we also have a variety, a nice selection there at the Video Block today. Also, let me also tell you guys, if you have VHS cassettes, right, and you have precious memories memories. Let's say you have weddings or whatever you have on those video cassettes. We can also at the video block transfer your video cassettes onto a DVD for you, and so you can get it in DVD format. So we have many different things you can get at the video block in French Quarter. All right, that's all of our wonderful sponsors. As we say, we thank you very much for being on board. Of course, we'd like to thank SOS 95.9 as well for having us here this afternoon. You know, they're doing so many different things in the community, and we thank them that we can have a voice here in our beautiful country of St. Martin. Now, I hope you already called your neighbor, called your friend, because as you know, once Strictly Business is on, it's time to be properly informed. Okay, so get out your pens, get out your pencil, take some notes as well, all right? Today's topic is very hot, very, very hot. As you know right now, on the Dutch side of our island, it's politics time, it's voting, it's election time. So today I'm going to just touch base a little bit about politics on St. Martin from a young entrepreneurial local perspective, so from my perspective. All right? First main issue that we've been hearing for the past couple of months, let's just look at it briefly. And they talk about vote buying, right? For me, let's ask the question right now, is vote buying illegal? In my opinion, you've been hearing so many people talk about it. Oh, is this vote buying? Is that vote buying? Let's look at this example, right? And this is what they consider as vote buying. Let's say politician X, who is your cousin or your friend, he comes at your home and he brings 3 brand new iPhones, brand new in the box and everything. And he says, here, cuz, look, listen, voting time is coming up. Listen, this is for you, this is for your parents, your mother, your father. 3 brand new iPhones that you just got. And he said, listen here, when you go to the polls, make sure cast the vote in my way. All right, do me that favor. You're going to say, well, thank you, you know, you're happy for the phone and whatnot. But in the political eyes, they say that is vote buying. He is buying your vote. But now, if someone reports that transaction, what just happened there, someone sees it, someone says, hey, I just see politician XYZ, he went there and he gave up 3 phones, he wanted to vote for him and whatnot. Someone brings that to the public. Let's say the authorities find out about it. Guess who gets in trouble? Not both parties. Both parties doesn't get in trouble. Only the politician gets in trouble for doing that, right? Not the other party. Now, versus, let's say, someone coming to your home and that same politician X or whatever, he's selling you illegal drugs. All right? So he's selling illegal drugs. If someone reports that same transaction, guess who gets in trouble? Both the buyer and the seller for the same transaction. He's coming selling illegal drugs. Both parties are going to be in trouble, right? So which one is illegal? An illegal action supposed to be both parties getting in trouble, not one or the other. So vote buying, in my opinion, is immoral. You can Google that. Look at the definition for immoral. That is what vote buying is. It's immoral in my opinion. It's unfair to the other parties that probably can't afford to do the same thing. So that's what it is. It's not illegal. All right, in the studio right now, we also have the wonderful gentleman who just came and joined me. On my right, I have none other than Mr. Julian Rollocks himself. And on my left, I have the younger fella, the young Julian Rollocks. So, gentlemen, welcome and talk to the people. What's up?
Thanks a lot, Bryan Barry. All I can do is shake your hand and tell you he's doing an excellent job here. I'm glad to be here with my Julian. Morning to Billy. We ran a little late, but I'm happy that you somehow you picked it up silly and jumped right in.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. This is what we do.
Yeah.
Got each other back.
Yeah. Morning, Brian.
Pleasure.
Yeah. All I can say, my friend, is that God bless you and just keep it up. I got in here this week gone by, and I'm just here for a week, actually.
Okay.
Again, morning to the listeners. What I was doing in Curacao, I'll talk about that in a while, but to jump right into what you were talking about vote buying. In the first place, let's go back to the history of vote buying.
Mm-hmm.
What supposedly is vote buying? In the old days, St. Martin was a poor society.
Right.
Very, very poor. And what you had was politicians sometimes for in elections and outside of elections would help people with with services. Sometimes they got to pay GD, sometimes they got to pay whatever it is. You say, okay, let's stick the hand in the pocket and say, Mr. Ado, hold on and that. That unofficial social aid developed to be something that at a given moment, yes, went out of proportion. To the point where politicians were using the treasury, literally using the treasury to give people materials and do people certain favors around election time. Now, it is a very sensitive issue in terms of where do you draw the limit. In Curacao, I'm helping a political party down there, was retained to be their political strategist, and we were very, very successful. Awesome. Yeah, we were very successful. Thank God once again. My son knows the folks up there very well. And the thing is this. In St. Martin, you did 140 votes to clear to qualify for the race. Okay. Yeah, 140 signatures. In Curacao, it is 870 signatures. Yeah. Because it's 10% of the last election. Right. The last election in Curacao, you had 87,000 votes. A lot of votes. 870 signatures ain't a joke for a new party. Yeah. That ain't a joke. Yeah. I was able to sit down, create a nice strategy with the folks, come to a good agreement, mutually beneficial, and we were able to pull 1,240 votes. Awesome. Yeah. And it's a young group. They're professionals, but they're not politicians. Okay. So now it's time for me to go back and get them into government. This is now the real deal. In campaigning, you meet, even in Curacao, because Curacao too, the economy is very weak. In campaigning, you meet people without light, without water, without food. Old Machi tell you, Meneer, me nothing kuminda. I ain't got food in my house. What are you supposed to do as a Christian person? Okay?
You gotta talk about the situation of the lady.
Which one? The one from Vichy?
The macaroni.
The macaroni lady. We just call her the macaroni lady. Okay. This lady buys a box of macaroni and cheese every day for $1.65. She said, that's all I could afford to eat. I can't afford nothing else.
Macaroni every day.
Every day. Macaroni and cheese. She take it, she boils it, she eat it. Unemployment is soaring in that country. It's terrible what's happening there. Wow. While we have the people that come from Holland, Dutch people, some Americans, some others living like lords. It's bad. And in St. Martin, we have a similar situation. It's terrible what's taking place. On balance. It's terrible, Brian. Really, it's horrible that people are coming from all over the world, sucking the blood out of the country, literally sucking the blood out of the country, okay? And not because they're making any substantial contribution. A lot of these people you see walking around here with fancy suits and big cars are bums. In their country, they're bums. Okay? When I was in government, at this moment, a lot of guys got upset with me because when it came time to extend their contracts, some of these technical assistants, I tell them not under my watch, and nothing happened with me here. I just shut down their stuff. Fellas making 35,000 guilders a month. Okay, a guy named Whips was here. The guy was making 43,000 guilders a month, working in the cabinet with Lieutenant Governor Richardson. I tell him absolutely not. That happened with me in government. Had a guy at the airport, Messelink. Messelink was making 36,000 guilders a month, and the contract was so skewed. If he had a fine, the government was supposed to pay for it. His house, his car. So what I'm saying is, in them days, when I was in government 15, 20 years ago.
That's money today.
Yeah.
Imagine them days.
Vote buying. We are accustomed to helping our own people. Okay? In Holland, it's commonplace for people to walk over bodies on the street. If somebody drop down in front of you in the United States and you walk over them, it ain't nothing strange. Okay? In our country, we are accustomed to helping people out. My thing to the politicians is use your judgment. Use your personal judgment. Because there are people in need, not two ways about it, not only during the election, but there are people in need, period.
All the time.
All the time. And you should make it a habit of helping people all the time. You know? My son, I teach him, when people come and they are in need, help them. Okay? My son, a living man, he's right in front of me. And I told him he passes that to his sons, because his sons are young. When you are in a position to share that bread, Bryan, you share that bread. You share the bread with the one that needs it. Okay? If you come in here and tell me, listen, I want a loaf of bread, I want 2 cases of chicken, I want 10 cases of corned beef. I say, wait, hold on. Take it easy. All right? Let's not overdo the thing now. But you try to help folks. Junior, you want to say something?
Yeah, I just wanted to come in. The same political area, right, Ryan?
Right.
Because some days I was listening to the radio about like going shots to a couple politicians. I was calling like crazy, but my calls for
The lines are too hot.
Yeah, the lines are too hot. Calling, I don't want to call to the phone. But anyway, they was talking about, not going to mention any names, but one of the politicians said, I can appoint somebody else out there, appoint him to let's say, for minister or whatever. Yeah, sure, you can do that.
After being elected, you mean?
After being elected. But you can do that, yes, right, you can do it. But why that's something I'm totally against. You know why I'm totally against this? Because if I'm a politician, okay? I'm going to be a list. I go out there, I'm going to look for, how much are you going to get here? 23 people. If I'm going to put 23 people on my list, why am I doing that? What is my intentions?
For them to help you get votes.
And after, to run the country.
Right. Right. You find they're capable.
So if I take Billy, for example, I say, Billy, look, which one did you run a list? I say, man, you run affairs, tourism, or whatever, because you know how to run the business, for example. You're a doctor. I say, you know what? I'll put you on the list. Now, you will take me and Bryan, put me and Bryan on the list, right? And after election, tell me, why don't God really to become minister? That make any sense?
None at all.
Tell me, that don't make no sense.
None at all.
And Billy didn't run on the list.
So why am I good to go on the list?
I agree with you.
But I ain't going to help you run the government.
But I ain't going to help you. So why don't God Billy from the first time? So don't come tell me when you tell people that I can appoint other people because that's the system. You don't give me boost so I can say, boy, I want to go run for parliamentarian one day because you will use me. And I don't want nobody to use me. I just will sit on the side and see what you're doing.
Something I never believed in, Bryan. I'm going to tell you why. Because when people go on a list to look for votes, it ain't that easy.
Right.
You got to grind. You've been in the campaign. My son been in the campaign trail with me. He knows the deal.
Wow.
It ain't nothing to play with. You got to grind. You got to take. A woman spit at me once.
Wow. Seriously.
Definitely. And that was back in the days with the SAP when we got elected. Getting votes is a hard thing. Hard work. Tremendous work and hard. So now we send people through this grind, and then afterward, you're going to suddenly come up with this brilliant idea to pick up Mr. Mumbumbu with his high degrees.
He got a master's degree. Well, put him on the list.
Put him on the list. Put him on the list. The group that I'm involved with in Curacao, I told him, you see these young people here? They're young enough and good enough to put on a list, and if you get elected tomorrow, you're going to put them in position. You're going to give them their position. Experience or not. And you're going to put qualified advisors next to them. Okay? And those advisors will guide your young politicians through the system.
Right.
I know people that's been on the list. Here's the matter. Been on the list, my friend. After election, when them seats come in, not a phone call from the leader of the party. Not a phone call. Turn around, government gone and come out, call them back again.
Wow. But you think the political leader at that time, though, they're kind of disappointed how much votes that person actually got? Because sometimes it's comical to me, because who is you being on a list, and now let's just say snap elections right now. They only had a month, more or less, to go out there and campaign, and you knew.
Yeah.
So who is you? You think you're going to get more than your family actually vote for you? You won't have enough time to even campaign. You just on a list just to fill up a spot.
Yeah, but the point is that.
But I understand the point, because I agree. If you're going to be a member of parliament, and then you need to appoint ministers, you need to appoint people that ran with you.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
If I recall Billy, because he got masters in finance.
I agree with you.
After that, call him to Billy, look, he got masters in finance. Come on, listen to me.
I agree.
Because when I go by the man house up there and tell the man boy and need a vote, I take in the beating, you know.
Not me, believe it's a beating you.
I know joke at all, boy.
My son sent me a picture of a politician, a female politician, and he said, look at this lady before and look at this lady now. It wears on you, boy.
Yeah.
Look at Obama today. Obama's basically an old man.
Yeah.
Went in there, a young boy.
But even so, look, going on a list, I see it straightforward, huh? You wouldn't catch me going on a list if I wasn't doing the groundwork way before, huh?
I got you.
You cannot call me within a month or whatever and say, listen here, Mr. Barry, I want you on a list. I have to know that way in advance, because I need to be running my campaign way before.
Should I ask my father what I tell him before?
Way before.
I want to go in the political one day, God give me strength. But before I do that, I need to build up my own self first.
Of course,
but you just jump on, go on a list and say, boy, I go on a list today.
To go on a list, my brothers, to me, you need to be already doing things in the community. Because when people see number, whatever on that list, that's Mr. Barry. Oh yeah, but he helping me all the time.
Yeah,
but he just go here, he just be by the school, he just.
You're right.
All of a sudden, they are happy for you.
Yeah.
Not you being on a list and they say, but where he going?
But I agree.
What happened to this guy?
I totally agree.
If I'm on a list, it's because I know I've been in the community doing things.
The coin got two sides. You see, one of the problems we have in our community today, Brian, is that what is the motivation to go on a list? What is the motivation to get involved in politics? Brian, you gotta like people. You gotta love people.
Of course.
That's one.
Of course.
You gotta love to serve. You gotta love to do things for people.
That's not your word,
you just gotta love to be with people.
Yes.
You can't make the 20,000 guilders that the parliamentarians are making your only motivation.
Correct.
And that is one of the problems. We also got to tackle some of the politicians that are putting themselves up against a re-election. They did absolutely nothing over the period. If you ask some of these guys, just show me one thing, one little rock that you move. They could show you absolutely nothing. Then in Curacao, St. Martin too, there are some of these politicians that are responsible for the bad state. Look, Billy got something to say now, and I give him credit for that. Who catching hell in St. Martin? The St. Martin people. Who has been in government for the last 50 years? St. Martin people.
You know what's going on in Curacao right now? They come with a new hospital. Okay?
Yeah.
2000, they have an old hospital. They will send every one of them workers home.
You're shutting it down.
And all of them have to reapply. You think when something like that happens, 2 million don't have no government in your country?
What's that? They take the new hospital and the Dutch taking it over altogether. Apparently Dutch money built it.
That's happening in Curacao.
That's happening in Curacao right now.
People in Curacao and Holland start applying already.
And Dutch people in Holland are able to start applying for this new hospital. While the old hospital is shutting it down, declaring it bankrupt. Right now, no more operations are taking place in Curacao unless they're emergency operations. I mean, the country is in complete crisis.
Wow.
And politicians are just walking around like there's nothing going on.
Ordinary.
So we have the same problem. Sometime ago, I was in one of the casinos here on the island. I asked for a drink. Don't want to ask me, Keduki, Eddie? I said, I ain't up in bad being. Come on, give me a break here for God's sake, man. And I was upset. All right? I was very upset. Because, I mean, for God's sake. And guess what? Our politicians walk around like nothing is taking place. Brian, I don't want a hobby show.
We're running on time, people.
He said, go ahead. Yes.
Okay. So go ahead.
Yeah, you know, the thing is, the voters got to demand more from their politicians.
Yeah.
Brian, when we were at the Island Council back then, my friend, we were getting 1,000 gallons a month. And we used to work hard. We used to grind. Okay? When I look at what's happening in the Parliament now, these guys are in there, all you could see when you see them is they're getting fat around the waist. Yeah. All right? And you ask, well, what are you doing for the people? What are you doing that justify your position? What are you doing that you could say, well, re-elect me, please?
Let me ask you a passionate question that I've been getting a lot from people in the community. Now, why should they go and vote? And should they vote?
Well, going and vote is not a question. You must vote. You must vote. You've got to vote. You got to pick somebody. You know, the point is this, my brother. When we look at what went into, let me talk for myself. When we look at what went in for a black man to vote, it was a tremendous struggle, my friend.
And women, especially women after.
You know, women was the last, black women was the last to get a dig in. My mother, who died 2 years ago, God bless the good old lady, died at 87. You got some old folks in your family, too. Your grandmother just made 95. 95, God bless her. Oh, Lord bless her life, because she's still with you. When that lady was a young girl, she couldn't vote. When she was 18 years old, she could not, black women couldn't vote. What I'm trying to say, my friends, when we go and we study the history of us being able to get the rights to vote, because remember something now,
these fellas work really hard.
For the sacrifice.
Martin Luther King and them boys.
When we go down to, let me go to Haiti, and a guy like Desaline, these guys fought the Europeans with blood, sweat, and tears. When they heard about the French Revolution, okay, and these boys down in Haiti again, and they got up and said, listen, let me tell you something now. They told the white man, Blaine, I ain't working for you for free anymore, you know. And you know what Desaline said? And these are historical words. He said, liberté ou la mort, liberty or death. One or the two. I ain't settling for nothing else. So you got to understand what kind of men you're talking about. These guys were giants. And all they were fighting for is to be able to have equal rights as the white man. All they were fighting for is to be able to vote like the white man. All they were fighting for is for equal treatment. My friend, I was to South Africa. And when I see what they did with some of us up there, my friends, the right to vote is sacred. Find somebody. You got to be able to find somebody.
For example, last time, a guy said to me, yeah, you with this party. No, you're going to vote another party. You say, yeah, but that's my right.
That's your right. No. That's democracy.
So if I vote for you now, Brian, and if I see
you don't do the job,
I have the right to go for Billy.
That's correct. That's correct.
So you can't get me wrong. But if I vote for you, I suppose you're doing it.
That is your democratic right.
I want Billy to come now.
And if you want to vote for Brian, or you want to vote for Billy, or you want to vote for Julian, that is your right. But my thing to people, Brian, use that right, my friend. You don't want to go back into the days when black people couldn't vote, my friend. You don't want that voting right to be taken away from you. Because you think things bad now. Well, then, but
that's the thing too. When something is so easy for people to do,
you take it for granted.
They take it for granted. So the population out there listening right now, right? What our message I want them to understand, what I want to bring across to them that are listening right now. If you are 18 or older, and you are able to vote, you can vote, you have the papers to vote, the passport to vote, go out there and vote. It is your democratic right.
And don't sell the vote. Don't do it. Sit down, listen to the guys, look at their records. What have they done even if they haven't run before, even if they have not been politicians, what were you doing before? What were you doing before you went on a list? Are you qualified? Do you have a job? Do you have some kind of schooling behind you? Because, trust me, Brian, it's a shame for some of the politicians that have been elected and are seeking re-election. Some of these guys can't read, write, or spell. Mary had a little lamb, and people vote for them. I mean, it's your right, it's your vote. But don't complain when the election over. Lord, they don't do nothing. Lord, I wish. Why did they go there? But the guy couldn't read. Mary had a little lamb before he went into power. You think he's going to read when he gets into power? You think he's going to perform? because he's a nice guy. So you got to pick your candidate, listen to what they got to say, get their manifesto, read. What do you stand for?
Actually, I have some quick pointers we can go over for them right now. When voting for someone, look at the history, right? Look at the qualities, the character. That's what you're saying right now. So look at quick 10 points. Can they manage money? Very important. Can they manage people? And guess what? Can they manage themselves? Right? That's what we're looking at. Are they a good listener? Or do they just want to run them out all the time?
All the guys ego.
Right? Do people around them trust them?
Let me stop you there.
No, are they trustworthy?
Let me stop you there real quick. People got to evaluate really, as you said. When you're speaking to one of these politicians, do they listen? Because some politicians really, they could talk to you all and they could racket your head off fast, and you can't get into a single word.
I realize that too sometimes when because I listen to the program a lot.
Right.
When people call, sometimes they don't understand what the person is trying to bring. They're just sticking to what they're saying. I don't understand.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
they only living with what they're saying.
Listen.
If you come with something
valid. Listen, valid. They're not even hearing.
They're not even hearing. You understand?
That's not a valid point that you're saying, because look, they're still doing things the same way they've been doing it for the past decade. Meaning, they have these rallies, they put up the tents or whatever, big open space, bunch of cars, they got more cars than people, right? And they go up there and they just running them out. That's what they do. You have a drink, you eat them. It's a kind of an atmosphere. It has to change that. Listen here, I want a debate type of thing. I want your 23 on the stage. I want a mic in the crowd. I want people sitting or standing and be able to ask questions. We don't just want you talk. I want to see if you can answer my question and know what you're talking about. New or old. But they're doing things the same way.
I would like to say, like, one positive thing that they do here in St. Martin, and I really admire that you can elect yourself. That's the best thing.
You mean vote for yourself?
No. Let me. I think Julian can explain it.
What I mean is, for example, in Curacao, if a party gets you on, let's say, the 22nd or the 10th, if you pull in, for example, 1,000 votes,
right?
The guy who's at the second pull in 200 votes. The number two guy. And he gets 2 seats. The guy number 2 going in.
Correct.
Not in St. Martin.
Not in St. Martin.
St. Martin, if you pick up your 1,000 votes, you going in there.
That's really.
I really would like to know the history on that. Who bring that? I don't know.
So that was Edgar Lynch.
What happened?
That was I wish we were talking to them. I talked to them fellas and start shaking. They want it.
Our deceased brother Edgar Lynch got him.
So wait, the 1,000, the person that got 1,000, he going in.
Doesn't matter where he's on the list.
Oh, you mean doesn't matter what number? Oh, of course not. That's what he got.
You know, but in Curacao,
they still got an old system. And the second person automatically goes.
I would never run on a list like that. Never in my life.
We had that system.
I had a guy in Curacao. Last election, I think it was two. I don't know, last election. He put in 200 and something votes. All of them, everyone on the list picked him up. I think he pulled away from the party. Gonna receive 200 votes.
Wow.
So 200 votes is nothing.
No.
Here's something. 200 votes ain't nothing.
You got 120,000 voters in.
You know? The guy pulled out. Can't receive, can't find government. You could imagine that?
But in actuality though, the system is failing us. Because if you have all these parties and whatnot, they could easily have a system. They're looking for electoral reform and whatnot. But if you have a system that you say, listen, we got 15 chairs, 15 seats, and the 15 people that get the most votes, regardless where they be, those who go in, that means that's what the people want. If you put the people.
Brian, permit me. That's one of the things I proposed at the time, together with Elton Jones. We had proposed that at the time, that the 15 people over the 100 candidates that ran,
highest vote getters,
they should run government.
That's who the people want.
That's democracy.
Okay, but that brings us to this system that we have, this 15 seats. This has pissed me off. Because we don't know it's going to happen already. In St. Martin, I don't have a Curacao and whatnot, but in St. Martin, the winner is the loser. Meaning, if you don't get more than 7 seats, I don't know if the people forgot. They're out there partying and carnivaling. If they don't get more than 7, exactly. If you get 7, whichever party you is, X, Y, Z, you get 7 seats. At the end of the night, you got 7. This one got 3. This one got 3. This one got 2. Total is 15. What happened is, all of a sudden now, this person wins 7 day party and rejoicing, but forget about that. The losers over there say, listen here, we gonna join up. We gonna join up because they want to have 8 now and put you in our position. All of a sudden you lose. So what happened in the night? So what has to happen here with this system? Okay, fair, you get 7, but the party that has the highest seats, regardless, you should also be the one negotiating.
Yes.
How can I win and the losers negotiate?
That was an unspoken, that was an unwritten law. That was a
crazy.
Your point is taken. It was an unwritten law, back in the days of the central government, that the party with the most seats, with the most votes, would be the one to form the coalition.
That's how it should be. You won.
It was unwritten.
You won, but the losers teamed up against you. All of a sudden, we together. But look at the campaign trail good now. Look at it carefully. You're going to see what's going to happen, you know. You're seeing it already. Who's aligning with who, you know, because they're making sure. The colors making sure. I ain't saying nothing about this color. I ain't saying nothing about that color. Because I know they might get 1 or 2 or whatever. They're saying about the party, they know going to get a lot. Because that party who get a lot. Listen, if you get 8, you're in trouble. Forget it. If you get 7, you fall short. All the losers.
That's
what's going to happen.
I'm coming with an example. That's why it's good that I travel between Curacao and St. Martin, because you see the difference there. One thing about Curacao, the people really sit down and listen to these people in the base and they vote according to that. Believe me, I really seen it. In Curacao, a guy. Example of movimiento progresivo. A guy could walk in and that took a vote with his normal shot and just press the lady name and you don't even know.
Okay.
Because he feels that this lady can progress on Curacao. Now here in St. Martin, believe me, people don't like it to say it, but it's money.
Yeah.
And that's
we keep saying it all the time.
It's true.
It's money.
I'm gonna tell you something. You know, I'm outside looking in this election for the first time in a long time, and it feels really nice because we have the Christian Party now, right?
Yes.
Just want to come back to you.
That's a breath of fresh air.
Now, the thing is this. The St. Martin electorate, the St. Martin voting population is going to be put to a real test.
I believe so. Happens?
Yeah, but the first test, the population failed already. Let me tell you what the first test was.
What's that?
The first test was the Christian Party couldn't come up with 23 candidates.
Okay.
St. Martin don't have no pre-election to me, Brian.
I understand.
St. Martin, if I'm not correct me if I'm wrong. Last in the pre-election, the party Hope.
Yeah, it's correct.
I mean, I know, it could so my friend.
You're out? Yeah.
Out my body.
Yeah, the second chance.
Party.
Don't go back for no votes.
Don't come with the biggest party in Martin.
Okay.
It should be big. My boy Anthony got there. That man put in 18,000 votes.
Wow.
The man couldn't crack 200 votes per election.
We gotta wrap up. Let me quickly just make this point as well. The politicians, why they are failing us as people is because when we hear them speak, this is me listening to them when they come in here or whatever, when we hear them speak, there's no tapping the other person on the back, meaning, man, you did an awesome job with that project you did there. You know, you don't know how to congratulate me for a job well done. We know it's benefiting the community, but because you didn't do it, they mention it now, you know? All they could do is criticize you. No, if you want a lot of votes, I find you want to be seen as somebody that we could trust, pick up the other person as well.
10 seconds. Like last time I was listening. My boy asked me another one. Only one party in St. Martin.
Right.
Talk about
right. I heard that. But congratulate. Be humble. Be humble and say, listen here. That project you did there was perfect. I love it. It benefits St. Martin.
And that one you did over there wasn't good.
Exactly.
But run down your list there quick, Brian, man.
Run down. Let's see how quick we could get this. listener, right? Also, do people trust them? Are they a great public speaker? You got to be able to speak good in public. What do they know about business? Because you have to know how to manage a business. Do they know how to negotiate? Can they negotiate? Can they debate? It's very important. Are they educated? Don't forget that. The need of education. And most importantly, again, do they help others?
That's the most important point.
Do they help others? You can't be in politics if you don't know how to help others.
Know something about business. Next time you got to talk about that bureaucracy. You got to talk about that.
Man, there's so much things we could talk about.
I want to thank you, Bryan. Junior, thank you for coming. Bryan, you're doing an awesome job, and I'm happy you jumped in today because we ran a little late, but you're really doing a good job with the program, and you do the program, you put it up on YouTube. You really, I got to give you a hand. I want to thank you so much.
And the message goes forward.
Appreciate it.
The message forward.
You see, when I say here, you and my son here chopping it up, say, boy, here's the next generation.
Yes.
And if we're going to do, Billy talked about that one time, because Billy said, man, I'm looking for a young person that can take over. It's not easy. It's very, very hard. Very hard, Bryan. So God bless you, and really thank you so much for making this contribution. End of the week, I'm gone again. I'm going to Curacao to as I say, work for that people.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I get paid, and I get well paid.
Very good.
And I thank God for that I can use the talents that He gave me. You continue, my brother, and you will reach your goals soon, for sure.
Absolutely.
And, Juni, thank you very much, my son. Juni too is doing a great job. He runs the hotel, the guest house for us. He runs the apartment. He runs the coconut business.
Young entrepreneur.
Yeah.
That's what Tim Martin needs.
He keeps an eye on the dollars for me. So, Juni, thank you. Bryan, thank you. And Billy, thanks again.
Thank you. Our many listeners out there, that was our program today, Strictly Business with your host, Bryan Barry, and alongside Mr. Julian Rollocks and Julian Rollocks Jr. I will leave you guys with what I always tell you every single time. Listen, life is all about choices. So be careful what you choose and who you choose, because time waits on no one. Till next time, have a blessed day. Take care.